guys, Miss Osuna here. Let's go on ahead and get started with our advanced croquis. Set up your paper with an oval and straight lines, and you can see I'm doing several on one page. That shoulder guideline is high on the left, and the waist guideline is high on the right. Now set in your neck, and that is facing the right. Two slight parentheses facing the right. Now measure from 0 to 1.5. That's the width of our shoulders, and mark those. Remember, you always want to keep that measurement 1.5 heads wide for the shoulder. Now that you put in your shoulder slope, let's get ready to do our sides. So the left side has a nice big curve, and the right side also faces right, just like the left. For our hip, the right side has the big curve facing left, and the left side is much flatter. Now we need our guideline for the crotch. That's 4.25. Those bikini bottoms, that's 2 frowns and then a smile for the waist. So we frown to the right, frown to the left, and then a smile at the waist. Now we're going to start on the leg on the right. Find the center of that leg and then drop down to number 9. That's where you're going to have your smile for the foot on the right. 2 diagonal lines, drag that up to 8. Now we're going to do our thigh. The kneecap is on the left and the back of our knee is on the right. So stop a little higher on the back of your knee. Now parenthesis facing left for both. And then on the left side, you drag that parenthesis down facing right. Now we have a tiny triangle shape on the right and left at the ankle. It's lower on the right. That's for your ankle bone. It's higher on the left. Now find the center of the next leg. Drag that down. It's going to be on top of our right leg. So it comes down to the knee and then it goes diagonally left. So those are your guidelines. Drop the toe down. So put your smile just a smidge lower, maybe 1/8 of an inch or even less. Left toe is a tiny little bit lower than the right. Go on ahead and put in your left foot. Now following that guideline, make your kneecap on top of the right leg and then the back of your knee. Remember to stop higher. Go on ahead now and put your parenthesis facing the right for both sides to start. Now on the right side, parenthesis facing left, drag it down to the ankle and drag down the left side. So one leg is on top of the other. I'll erase a little so you can see a tiny little bit better. Just add in your ankle bone triangle. So on the left side is lower, right side's higher. And now we can move on and work on our arm. The arm on the right, start off with the N shape facing downward, right at the shoulder on the right. Then you're going to drag that down. This arm is on top of our hip in the front of our leg. Go on ahead and put your frown at the elbow near 3 and then drag your long parentheses for the forearm. Place your socket for the wrist down by 4.25. And then your hand, starting with the thumb and then the outer fingertips. Now I will erase some of the inside of this arm so you can see those details. Now let's put in our bust guideline. That's around 2.25 and it's parallel to the shoulder. The smile on the left is a tiny bit to the left of our side. And then go in and add the smile for the bottom of your bust on the right. And then remember to drag that left bust up to the shoulder. Add in the areola at 2. Next, we're going to do the next arm. So your diagonal line comes left of our body. Leave a little room there for your hand. So start off with your thumb and then your diagonal lines for the fingertip side. And now you can flesh that out, moving upward. Parenthesis shape, drag it down to the wrist. So that's the twisting motion that's happening with this left arm. Now let's soften that top shoulder. So go from your neck and come around and down just to soften that shoulder. And then we can take a look at the whole thing, and you can see we can soften the right shoulder a tiny bit too, because the idea here is that we are showing the upper body twisting away from the eye. We can see those soft shoulders, that beautiful twisting motion happening, and we can just clean up the sketch. So go back in and emphasize wherever you'd like. You can add some details for your collarbone and for your neck. These are just extra tiny bits of information that help to communicate the details of our sketch. I'm going to narrow that waist on the right side just a tiny bit with the parenthesis facing right, so that I can really show that twisting motion even more. And then I'm going to push that hip and just darken some of these lines that I really want to emphasize, showing the S curve. And there we have it. That's your advanced croquis pose with a twisting motion. As you look at the sketch, the left arm is further away from the eye. And as you look to the right side of the sketch, that arm on the right appears closer to the eye. And then we have the opposite happening for the waist down. The left leg, as you look at the sketch, appears closer. And then the leg on the right appears to be behind, a little further away. Those dynamics of switching between the left side and the right side and between the upper body and the lower body are all necessary to create our successful advanced croquis poses. Great job, guys. I will look forward to seeing you on the next video. Until then, happy sketching.